everyone, my name is Miriam and I'm actually studying in psychology. In this walkthrough, I will show you my hypertext narrative related to my field of study. What is a traditional narrative? The reader read and imagine the characteristics, settings, and events of the story. What is a hypertext narrative? The path from the beginning of the story to its end can change depending on choices the reader makes. Now I will tell you how the hypertext narrative works. Before I will go on the top left of the screen in the URL bar and go on my website, psychowithmiriam.blogspot.com. Now, the reader begins by reading one of the three following choices. Choice 1, Choice 2, Choice 3. When he or she finish reading, instead of turning the page to the next one, the reader of a hypertext narrative is presented with the two other choices. Each choice leads to a different story and a different ending to enjoy. My hypertext narrative is related to my field of study. Why? Because I created three different situations I can face after I graduate from university. Are they realistic? Yes. Each story is based from my future plans. I will read my choices one by one. But before that, I will make a little introduction. My unexpected future. From an early age, giving advice was one of my strongest abilities. I never thought that this could help me find my purpose in life, but it has positively affected my future plans because what particularly captivated me was the way the human mind actually works. After a couple of years studying in psychology, I have graduated from the University of Montreal. I have been very confused these days. I don't know if I am ready or not yet to start working in this field. I am currently hesitating if I should start working in a secondary school or in another country as a psychoeducator or to continue working as a full-time job at the National Bank. Choice 1. I decided to work in a high school as a psychoeducator. Now you go in the middle left of the screen and click on choice 1. Becoming a psychoeducator was the best choice I ever made. A psychoeducator has to help students get through their school or personal problems. The student can have some difficulties in interacting with people and adapt to their entourage. I have experienced a similar situation with one student not long time ago. He was shy and his social abilities were not very strong because of it. One day I asked him to come see me in my office after school. I started by asking him why he was always alone and not speaking to other students. He told me that he was afraid of rejection because he was bullied in his previous school. After speaking with him for an hour, the next day I saw him laughing with his comrades. At this moment, I knew that this career was made for me. I started to enjoy working around students because I could see the results in their actions. The way they think makes me even more curious to learn about their intentions. On the other hand, I am well seen from the students. They like to entrust me and sometimes they just pass by my office only to salute me. This is why I try my best to improve myself every day and so I can find better ways to help the students. Now that I finished reading my choice 1, I go in the left middle of the screen, click on start again and go take a look at my other stories. Choice 2, I decided to work in Germany as a psychoeducator. Living in Germany was one of my childhood dreams. I wanted to work there for a long time. I waited until I get my scholarship in psychology. When I got my diploma and applied to work in Germany, in the next few weeks I got a call and got a job there. I left the country and flew to Germany the next day. My contract was going to start in 1 week, so I took advantage of it to visit a little bit the country. My first week of work wasn't how I expected. The students were bent on me, and the interaction with them wasn't really good. They were always coming into my office to laugh at me and tell me how boring I was. One day, when a girl was walking next to me, she purposely put her foot in front of me to make me fall. All the students were laughing at me I left the school in tears, but the next day I still went to work. My boss knew what happened, so he called me by the intercoms to come visit him in his office. He told me that this was a test. He wanted to know if I could support the tension and still continue to work. He smiled at me, shook my hand, and gave me a bonus of $500. Since that day, I knew that there will always be some worse situations, but I have to stay strong and face it. Lesson of the week: do good and good will come to you. Now that I finished reading my choice 2, I go in the left middle of the screen, click on start again, and go take a look at my other stories. Choice 3. I decide to work a full-time job at the National Bank. I've been working at the National Bank as a credit card seller for 3 years now. I like this job because I make so much money. What is better than making money and not worrying about how much you spend in total this month? I have a lot of advantage by working in this bank. First of all, I have dental insurance, travel insurance, mortgage, loan insurance, car insurance, and many more. Second of all, a little percentage of the money I make every month is taken from my paycheck and is transferred into my saving account. By the end of the year, I save a lot of money this way. I can then take it and place it into my bank checking account. Is it not fantastic? I keep making money without considering it. Also, if I sell a good quantity of credit cards, I could get a bonus for my hard work. But in another hand, even though I got my diploma in psychology and applied in many schools, I still didn't get any answer. These days, I keep asking myself if it's better to continue working at the National Bank as a full-time job. Is it what I really want? I'm really confused. I really like my job, but I don't know if I want to do this kind of job for the rest of my life. I know that I have not lost all of those years studying really hard to finish working in a bank. Maybe money isn't the problem. Maybe is it happiness. I want to feel passionate as I'm not working to make money, but only using my professionality to help people around me and be rewarded that way. Now that I finished reading my choice 3, I go in the left middle of the screen, click on start again. Now, about my 3 choices. For the choice 1, is that is this what I really want to do? Maybe, because I really like to go work in high school as a psychoeducator. I want to feel the students, their problems, and help them the way I can. Choice 2, did my plan change? Not really, but I'm hoping I don't face this situation. Choice 3, is the bank my final decision? I really don't know yet. Now, I can tell that I shared with my comrades some information about our future jobs. For example, being a psychoeducator or leaving the country. We had the same view for a future life, making a lot of money. My comrades and I want to be successful and enjoy our job. We want to feel passionate as we are not working and making money, but we are doing something that we feel inside of us and feel the passion in this job. And this is why my comrades and I have similar things, and we want to do a job that is going to make us feel very positive and keep pushing hard, and no matter what can happen, we will always do this job and feel a positive vibe. And I know that my comrades, some of my comrades want to be a psychoeducator or having a lot of making a lot of money, and this is why I talk about, because I feel the same way as them. Thank you for enjoying my walkthrough.